Hare Krishna. We welcome you back to our series of lesser known stories of Mahabharata. We are starting episode number 5. If you want to see the previous episodes, I will request you to kindly click on the playlist where all these episodes are available. We are only discussing the stories or the incidents which are lesser available in the public domain and from which we can learn many things. We are now discussing about Adi Parva. Adi Parva is primarily the episode where the different dynasties history is given, and out of them, as discussed in episode number 4 and episode number 3, the Snake Dynasty or Nag Kula is extremely important, and we are discussing about Nag Kula. In the previous episode, we talked about in the Nag Kula that there were two sisters, Kadru and Binata. Kadru had 1,000 snakes as their offspring, and Binata had two powerful souls. One of them turned out to be Aruna, and the second one was Garuda. We will deliberate more on that subject. However, we need to remember in Mahabharata Adi Parva also gives a vivid description of Samudra Manthan, where they churned the milk ocean and from where the nectar or Amrut came up. In that there is a episode of Oiravat, Oisharava and lot of other Manikanchan also came up. Lakshmi ji came up, who were married to Vishnu ji, and also we know the episode of Mohini Avatar and Lord Shiva. But I am not going into that story because those are very well read, well discussed, and I am concentrating only on the lesser known stories. But it is important for me to refer to that because in Snake Dynasty plays a very important role in that. Nagraj Basuki was the rope whom was used to do the churning of the milk ocean, and from the churning Vaishyarava came up, who is the white colored horse, and Uchchaisrava came up, who was the white colored horse, and Uchchaisrava also plays a very important role in the Nag dynasty. So, as I told you in the past episode, that when Aruna took birth, took birth immaturely because his mother wanted the son quickly. So Arun had a half body of a human being, half body of a bird, and he cursed his mother that throughout his life she will continue to be the slave of his sister. So when her mother was very angry or very concerned, then Arun said that one day when her second son will take birth, he will free her from the slavery. And the second son, as I told you, was Garuda. I will go into the detail of those, how Binata got the slavery and how Garuda freed her in the next slide. So the sages asked Sauti Muni, you tell us the story in detail, how Binata became the slave. So Sauti Muni continued. He said that as I told you, because of the churning of the milk ocean, Uchchaisrava, the white colored horse, came out and he became the one of the possession of Devraj Indra. One day, after the Kadru and Binata's children separated and they grew up, that the snakes grew up and also Arun grew up, while they were staying together, one day Binata and Kodru, while they were in the hermitage, they saw a very, very white colored horse galloping towards them. He was so beautiful that they could not take their stares off from them. So they wanted to know more of that horse, but the horse disappeared. And then they started discussing who may be the horse, from where it came, and all those things. By the time the sun god was about to set, so Binata said, I am very pleased to see the white colored horse. Kadru said, Binata, you are making a mistake. It was not a white colored horse. It was a black colored horse. Binata said, no, I have seen very clearly. It is a white colored horse, very beautiful horse. Then Kadru said, I want to put a bet on you. I have seen this is a black colored horse. Now Binata was so sure, so sanguine. Unknowingly she said something which she should have not said. She said, I can bet. Anyway, if the horse is of black color, I will become your slave throughout my life. Kadru said, so be it. I am confident it is black colored. Now anyway, it is late evening. We cannot get that. Let us see when tomorrow the horse comes again. Now they went their respective cottages, and Kadru called all his children. The snakes came, and the snakes heard the full story. They were very horrified because snakes knew that Uchchaisrava is full white. Kadru said, I don't know anything. You do something so that I get right. Then the snakes had a very vicious plan. They knew that they cannot cover the horse permanently, but they knew that with their poison they can create a smoke which can make the horse color change. So they went ahead and they made a plan, and they put their all poison, everything on that horse. So next day morning, when the horse came, the snakes covered the horse completely with their body, and also the poison smoke appeared to look him as a black. So Kadru told Binata, you see, you are wrong. Now you fulfill your promise. Henceforth, you will become my slave. And then their bad day started. All snakes and Kadru became the master of Binata. Binata, despite of being a princess and also wife of Kashyap Muni, she could not do anything. It was destined anyway, and she was doing all menial activity. She was going to the forest, cutting the woods. She was cooking for all the children, all household work she was doing. And not only that, she was also serving Kadru whenever she was getting tired or something. So it was a very pathetic life for her. It was difficult for Arun to keep on seeing this, and he repented that because of his curse, this has come true. So the story continues, and we will go to the next episode, how Arun got the service of become the charioteer of the sun god Surya Dev. So this story goes like that. Arun, after this episode, was actually doing a lot of austerity and doing lot of tapasya. And during tapasya, he wanted to be the most knowledgeable man. So he was studying Vedas, Upanishads and everything continuously. And for doing that, he was praying to Lord Surya, because Surya is the person whom Lord Krishna once gave the knowledge. So he wanted to learn from Lord Surya directly. Now Surya said, it is very easy for you to get the knowledge. if you take service of managing my chariot, because Surya has a very large chariot with 7 horses, and those 7 horses in scripture are the vibgyor color what we see today. Those 7 horses was difficult for Surya to manage, also to do their regular activity. So he was anyway looking for a charioteer. And who can be better than Arun, who is very strong, very stout, knows entire universe, and also is eager to learn the scriptures. So Arun got the job, and he became the charioteer of the sun god. Over a period of time, Garuda took birth. By the time some 500 years or 600 years have crossed, and Garuda took birth. Once Garuda took birth, he also took birth from the egg. He had from the beginning deep hatred for the snakes, and he actually could not tolerate the difficult situation of his mother. So he took his mother directly on his back and put him into the center of the milk ocean under the water. And he said, until and unless I take a vow, I kill all the snakes and make you free, you don't come out of that place. So Garuda then went on a war path. He was continuously killing the snakes, eating the snakes, destroying their dynasty wherever they are possible. And by the time, because before last 500 years, before Garuda's birth, snakes were doing lot of papa, lot of sins. They were disturbing the humans, disturbing the devas with their poison. They were disturbing the entire 3 lokas, and therefore people were very frustrated with the snakes. So Garuda had the backing of all the devatas or the demigods who wanted Garuda to control the snakes. Therefore it was very easy for Garuda to carry over the activity. Now in that process, one very interesting episode of Gaja Kachap, elephant and tortoise, comes. We will narrate that in the next episode. So, what is the story of Gaja Kachap? The Sanskrit word Gaja in English, if we translate, becomes elephant, and Kachap or Kurma, if we translate in English, it becomes tortoise. So there were 2 brothers, and both of them were Gandharvas. One was Viswashu, another was Supratik. Their friendship or their brotherhood was a cause of envy for many people. They were very close, they were always cooperating, they were both very, very knowledgeable, and they wanted to live in harmony and do good to the people. However, Viswasu and Supratik together started doing a yagga or sacrifice, by which they wanted to increase their knowledge and do good for the entire humanity. But the devatas became very scared, because if this yagga continues and if they are successful, one day they will be more powerful than Indra. So Indra had a very vile plan. He said, we need to break their friendship. So how to do that? So to do that, they chose 2 persons. One person was a god, a demigod, who appeared in the form of a elephant, and he told Vishwasu that, in Swarg there is Amrit, there is Amrut, it's nectar. If you go and you eat that Amrut, there will be no more birth for you. But you cannot do that because you are so close with your brother. Wherever you go, your brother also will go. But the nectar can be given only one person. So you choose carefully what you want to do. Another person, another demigod, he appeared as a tortoise. And he went and told the brother, that brother's name was Supratik, that look, you are so powerful, but you are always under shadow of your elder brother. Whatever your elder brother says, you do that. That's not good. You should actually sometime come out of his shadow and do what you are. And you know something? Your elder brother is going to eat nectar on his own. Has he ever shared with you? He is going to Swarg and get the nectar. Excuse me. Both brothers initially did not believe. So they were actually waiting this to be verified. But again and again, when these two creatures was giving them this story, they started having doubt in their mind. And they told, what is the solution? So the elephant told the elder brother, Vishwasu, you are so powerful, you can become as big as an elephant. And you can control the entire world. You will be the most powerful elephant. Even Airavat of Indra will not be as powerful as you are. And the second brother told Supratik that the person who is most knowledgeable is the kurma or tortoise. And he has all the knowledge and he keeps everything, all control he puts under his shell. If you are keeping a shell inside your shell, you can be protected and you can also be very knowledgeable and live years after year, because tortoise live many years on the earth. So both of the brothers came and they started arguing, and the argument went in such a level they started fighting with each other. Their fight was so fierce. Finally they decided that to continue the fighting they will transmigrate themselves to elephant and tortoise. So the elder brother Vishwasu became an elephant, which is Gaja, and the younger brother Supratik became a tortoise, which is Kachap. So Gaja, after becoming Gaja and Kachap, the two mighty creatures, their fight was continuing so vigorously, because tortoise was living in water and the elephant was living on land. Because they are fighting all along land and water, other creatures were difficult to live, and they all prayed to Lord Brahma how we can be saved. In the meantime, our hero Garuda, after lot of fight with the snakes, became very hungry. So he was looking for something to eat. So what he can eat? So he asked his father, Father, I am extremely hungry. What I can eat? Father said, there are two creatures, Gaja and Kachap, elephant and tortoise, are fighting for ages together. There is no way, nobody is controlling them. You go and eat them. Your all hunger will be at once over. So Garuda flew to the last point, and he saw the elephant and tortoise fighting. He picked them up on his nail. In one hand he picked up the Garuda, picked up the elephant, another hand he picked up the tortoise, and he started flying high. Now suddenly these two brothers did not understand what is happening. There is a lesson from this itihas. If we are having good brother or good friend, before fighting on a trivial issue, we must get it checked. Fact check is required. However, when Garuda was fighting, when he was flying high, by some means there was one tree which got completely broken by his feet, and that branch was almost falling on the ground. His father said, Son, be careful, because under the tree there are a lot of sages, they are doing yagga. If the tree branch falls on them, then it will be very difficult. They will curse you. So Garuda immediately came down and caught the branch, not for falling up. So therefore, he had to take the branch on his beak, and in two hands he had the Gaja and Kachap. Now he was flying high, but his father said, "You cannot drop this at any point. You will have to go to a place where there is no inhabitation." So where he can do? So he kept on flying, and finally his father said, "Son, in Mandar Parvat, at present it is taking rest because the churning of the milk ocean is over and there is no one there. You can go and take rest on that Parvat and you can drop the tree and eat them also." So Garuda did that. He flew to that Mandar Parvat, sat on that Mandar Parvat, dropped the branch, and he killed the elephant and tortoise and he ate them. In the process, all the devatas became very happy and they threw lot of flowers from the sky. But Narada Muni appeared there and he said, "Garuda, you have done a major mistake." Garuda was surprised. He said, "Both Supratik and Bhivavashu are Brahmins. So what you have done, by which you have done Brahmahatta. You have killed Brahmins. So you have to do lot of austerity to get rid of them." So Garuda asked, "What is the best way you can do?" He said, "Only Lord Vishnu can save you. Because all yaggas finally go to Lord Vishnu." So Garuda started doing prayer to Lord Vishnu. He started doing prayer and austerity for thousands of years. And with his prayer, he got completely purified. And Vishnu appeared in front of him and he said, "Garuda, I am extremely happy. Now you tell me what you want from me." Garuda said, "I want to be at your lotus feet at all time." And Vishnu said, "Tathastu. I was looking for a career. I do not have a powerful career. Your birth is because of creation of my career only. Henceforth, you will be my career. And wherever my temple will be there you will be also worshipped." So Garuda became the carrier of Lord Vishnu. Because of his austerity, he got benediction from Lord Vishnu. And thus, Arun became the charioteer of the sun god and Garuda became the carrier of Lord Vishnu, and their mothers, all problem got solved. Because her mother's two sons, Arun became the associate of Surya and Garuda became associate of Lord Vishnu. Definitely Kodru had no match. So what benediction she got from Kashyap Muni, that finally she will be able to rule over her sister, got also true. So this story of the Nag Kula, I will possibly end here, and in the next episode I will go to another episode. But what we learn from that? Because Nag Kula is very important, as I told into the first episode of the Nag Kula story. And in that Nag Kula, in addition to Nag Kula, they also two great character or great exalted souls, exalted devotees like Arun and Gaduda also took birth. So let us close this episode here. We will meet into the next episode. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.